Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for checking the video out today. We have more PlayStation news, rumors, and leaks to go over and cover. So before we get into these topics, do me a big favor, be sure to hit that like button if you do end up enjoying this video or finding it informative. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and while you're at it, consider hitting that join button and becoming a channel member to gain access to some exclusive perks. But we are diving into the first topic here of the day, which talks about the upcoming Twisted Metal TV show and confirmation that it has finished filming. So coming from PlayStation Lifestyle, they say filming for the upcoming Twisted Metal TV show has wrapped. The action comedy is set to premiere on Peacock and will star Anthony Mackie as the wisecracking amnesiac. Screenwriter Michael Jonathan took to Twitter with the news that shooting had wrapped on the first season of Twisted Metal, and he celebrated by saying this: "The cast and crew of Twisted Metal was something special, even with lightning delays, extreme heat, and cars that wouldn't do as they're told. Everyone worked as hard as they could to make sure Twisted Metal kicked as much as possible. The last day of shooting felt like the last day of camp, with lots of laughs, a few tears, and ice cream being handed out the back of Sweet Tooth's truck. We all cannot wait for you to see this insane thing we spent our summer shooting." Now to post. So I thought that this was an update that was worth sharing. I feel like some people may have forgotten that there was a Twisted Metal TV show in development, and it seems like it's targeting a 2023 release. It's worth noting that there have been multiple rumors that Sony has been working on a new Twisted Metal game. It's going to be a free-to-play title. I would assume it's one of the live service games for PS5 that's currently in development. So it wouldn't surprise me if they kind of want to, coincide the release of this TV show with the marketing or potential release of a new Twisted Metal game as well. So, it's anybody's guess how this is going to turn out, but, we're getting closer to seeing the first proper reveal. So let me know your thoughts on that. Next up, we're talking about a rumor regarding Sony and how they're going, or when I should say, they're going to integrate Discord voice chat into the PS5. Coming from PlayStation Universe, it says when Sony first announced the partnership with Discord, immediately players could see an almost inevitable integration of the app into consoles. Now, according to insider Tom Henderson, that's exactly what will be happening, with the voice chat said to be integrated into the PS5 system software in the coming months. Now, as of the time of this article being written up, he didn't give us a specific date, that being Tom Henderson, but we did get an update from Tom Henderson on Twitter, and he said just like that, the release of the 7.0 gets updated to March 8th, 2023. Version 6.0 is September 7th, 2022. So Discord integration on the PS5 is March 8th, 2023, if nothing else changes. So there you go. If you were wondering when Sony is planning to integrate Discord voice chat into the PS5, as of right now, the date is set for March 8th, 2023, so we'll have to see if that ends up changing or not. Now, this next topic is an interesting one because it seems to hint at a PlayStation showcase happening very soon. We've been talking a little bit about the possibility of an upcoming PlayStation showcase, about some rumors, but it's worth noting that nothing has officially been announced by Sony yet, so we do have to remain patient and skeptical and not get our hopes too high just because we have no official word yet. But with this new information, it seems like it's hinting at something coming very soon. So reading from Push Square, it says Firewall developer delays announcement, might suggest PSVR 2 news incoming. They continue by saying First Contact Entertainment is the studio behind fan favorite PSVR shooter Firewall 0 Hour. Despite its relatively small audience, the game received pretty consistent updates for a long time, and today it celebrates its 4th anniversary. It seems the developer had planned to announce some news today, but it's been forced to delay this to a later date. So if we look over on their Twitter, they say, "We want to thank every Firewall player for supporting us and helping us make a game that we're truly proud of. It's been an amazing 4 years filled with stories that you helped us tell. We hoped to share some exciting news with you today, but due to circumstances beyond our control, we are not able to at this time. We anticipate only a short delay before we are able to let everyone know what we have been up to." The article concludes by saying, from where we're sitting, there's only really one explanation as to why First Contact would need to hold off with its announcement. While this is purely speculation on our part, it stands to reason that Sony may be making some sort of PSVR 2 related announcements of its own in the near future, and the developer's hands are tied until it does so. It's a bit of an open secret that First Contact is working on an unannounced PSVR 2 game. If the team was working on a game for another platform, we imagine it wouldn't have any trouble making its announcement today as was planned. However, with Sony keeping details of its new hardware and related games close to its chest, it feels to us that First Contact's PSVR 2 title will remain under wraps until the platform holder gives the go-ahead. If Sony had planned to drop some news today and has since delayed those plans, First Contact will have to follow suit. So, yeah, to me, I'm going to be honest, guys, this seems like a very clear hint that an upcoming PlayStation showcase focusing, well, maybe not the entire showcase, but a portion of that showcase focusing on PSVR 2, along with some launch game announcements, is imminent. And the part here that I think really solidifies that is when they say we anticipate only a short delay. You know, this to me is just them saying that they know and they're recognizing that maybe players were expecting an announcement, you know, on the 4-year anniversary. But they're just making it clear that, look, we do have something to announce. We just have to wait a little bit longer. Again, the rumored date for the showcase is September 8th. I don't mean to keep bringing it up, but it's just when we see things like this happen, it's like, yeah, this definitely supports that. You know, that's just about a week from now or so. And so, you know, we'll have to see what ends up happening here. But that's something else we do want to pay attention to, is the fact that it's been confirmed that this developer is working on an unannounced PSVR 2 games. So you guys make of that what you will. The final thing I'm going to say is I'm actually really excited to see their next project revealed. I never did play Firewall Zero Hour. I've heard people talk about it. They say it's an amazing game, and you know, considering how big of a leap forward PSVR 2 is going to be, I have to say I'm genuinely very excited to see what their next game is going to be. I would assume it's going to be another shooter. We're moving on to the final topic though, and this is the most significant topic of this video. Sony has acquired Savage Game Studios, and this seems to be the biggest push into mobile gaming that we've seen from PlayStation, and there's quite a few important things to go over here and talk about and unpack. So we're going to start here at the PlayStation blog. This was written up by Herman Hulst, the head of PlayStation Studios. He says, "Hello, PlayStation Nation. Today we announced that we have entered into a definitive agreement to acquire Savage Game Studios, a hugely talented team of creatives with many years of experience making some of the most popular mobile games enjoyed by players around the world. They were founded a few years ago with the goal of fearlessly exploring bold new ideas. We share the tireless ambition to innovate, along with the continued drive to expand our audience and bring PlayStation to more people than ever before, making them a perfect fit to join PlayStation Studios." And there's a, you know, pretty long message here coming from the studio's CEO and co-founder. But because this, PS blog post is pretty long, I'm going to skip over that and continue with what Herman Hulst is saying here. He picks up by saying, "As we assured you before, our plans to bring select titles to PC and our efforts beyond the console in no way diminish our commitment to the PlayStation community, nor our passion to keep making amazing single-player narrative-driven experiences. It's been a tremendous year for games on the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, with huge releases including Horizon Forbidden West, Gran Turismo 7, MLB The Show 22, and on November 9th, the highly anticipated God of War Ragnarok. PSVR 2 is also on the horizon and promises a huge leap forward in presence and immersion, bolstered by best-in-class software like Horizon Call of the Mountain. We're proud of our upcoming releases on PC as well, with Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection and Marvel's Spider-Man, giving gamers without PlayStation hardware a taste of our amazing library of first-party titles. Our mobile gaming efforts will be similarly additive, providing more ways for more people to engage with our content and striving to reach new audiences unfamiliar with PlayStation and our games. Savage Game Studios is joining a newly created PlayStation Studios mobile division, which will operate independently from our console development and focus on innovative on-the-go experiences based on new and existing PlayStation IP. I hope you'll join me in welcoming Savage Game Studios into the fold, and that those of you who enjoy mobile gaming in addition to console or PC will look forward to what they have in store. They're already working on a new unannounced AAA mobile live service action game. It's too early to reveal more, but I'm so excited for when they'll be able to. Wishing good health and happiness to you and your loved ones." And so that's everything that Herman Hulst had to say. And there's a lot of pretty, significant information here, I think, to extract from this. First and foremost, this is the first proper mobile studio that Sony has acquired. They have opened a new PlayStation Studios mobile division, and I think it's important that they made it clear that this is completely separate, kind of like what we see with like PlayStation Productions. This is completely separate from PlayStation Studios that are focusing on, the core console PlayStation experience. But I think most importantly here is the section where Herman makes it clear that, them wanting to expand with PlayStation and, expose the PlayStation brand and games to people outside of the console or even PC ecosystem, it's not going to diminish their efforts with their AAA games, specifically, as he mentions, single-player narrative-driven experiences. And I think the important thing to highlight here, because, there are going to be people who push back against this and make it seem like this is some kind of, horrendous thing or terrible thing. The reality is here, Sony is less talk and more walk when it comes to game development and releasing these games. These words from Herman Hulst would ring hollow if he didn't have this, big list of games to talk about. If we didn't look at the past 2 years of the PS5 and everything that happened with the PS4 and just seeing how consistently Sony releases these games. They are new IP. A lot of times they are big AAA single-player narrative-driven games. So, Sony isn't just talking here, they're walking the walk, and I think that's important to highlight here because it's why I can't really get mad at them for wanting to do this. They just want to expand. I'm not really into mobile gaming, but, even I have to accept, and everybody pretty much has no choice but to accept that mobile gaming is a big aspect of the gaming industry. And we see some of the world's biggest titles like, Fortnite and Call of Duty, etc., having their own specific mobile versions of their games that coexist alongside the proper, console and PC versions. And so, Sony wants to get involved with that. I don't know how many PlayStation fans are necessarily going to be excited about the idea of an unannounced AAA mobile live service game, but yeah, I'm willing to, see what this game is. Again, I don't know that it's going to appeal to me. I don't know that I'm anticipating to be excited for it, but I'll definitely check it out when they reveal it, see what it's all about. Sony's first proper mobile effort, but yeah, not necessarily the most exciting studio acquisition. I think that most PlayStation fans are probably like, oh, okay, yeah, it's just we knew that this was coming. We knew that they were going to be pushing into mobile at some point. They made that clear. So at this point, I'm going to leave it to you guys. Let me know your thoughts on this. What do you think about this new studio acquisition? What do you think about PlayStation opening a dedicated mobile division for PlayStation Studios? And yeah, just let me know your thoughts about the whole situation. I'll be interested to see what you have to say. That does it for the video though, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you did find it informative. Be sure to leave it a like if you did, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share the video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.